this may sound silly, but I read books and talk to people. I mean, that's kind of how one learns anything. There's lots of great books out there, and there's lots of smart people, and of course, I mean, we've got a team of really great people at SpaceX and Tesla, and we've got world experts in propulsion, structural design, avionics, software, launch operations, that kind of thing, and likewise at Tesla. So, you know, if you just talk to the people on your team, you can learn a tremendous amount. And then as you iterate through problems, it's kind of like almost anything. When you struggle with a problem, that's when you understand it. And that's, so if once you've done that then you have a pretty good grasp of it. In fact, that's one of the ways when I interview someone to work at the companies would be to ask them to tell me about the problems that they worked on and how they solved them. And if someone was really the person that solved it, they'll be able to answer multiple levels. They'll be able to go down to the brass tacks. And if they weren't, they'll get stuck. And then you can say, oh, this person was not really the person who solved it, because anyone who struggled hard with a problem never forgets it. First of all, I certainly don't think I can, do anything or do most things that people think are impossible, because I think a lot of what people think is impossible is actually impossible. But occasionally it's not. I guess it's. I think I've said this before. I think it's helpful to have kind of a physics framework for looking at things. Do a first principles analysis, look for negative feedback, and really believe in what you're doing, but not just from a blind faith standpoint. Like to have really thought about it and say, okay, this is true. I'm convinced it's true, and I've tried every angle to figure out if it's untrue, and sort negative feedback to figure out maybe if I'm maybe wrong. But then after all that, it still seems like this is the right way to go. Then that I think gives one a fundamental conviction and an ability to convey that conviction to others, and to convince them to join. And that's what a company is. It's a group of people who come together to create a product of some kind. And so if you can convey that and answer the concerns that people have, convince them that this is something that needs to be done, it's important, and here is a path to do it, even if that path has a lot of danger associated with it and risk, and maybe it won't succeed. But people can understand, okay, this is why it's important, and even if the odds are that it won't succeed, it's worth trying to do it. Then I think you can create a great company.